Where in the Bible does it say when Jesus' birthday is? Where in the Bible does it say what day Jesus' birthday is? Is it December 25th? I've never read that in the Bible. Luke chapter 2, verse 8 through 11 says that the shepherds were in the fields at night at the time of Jesus' birth. The book Daily Life in the Time of Jesus states, the flocks passed the winter under cover. And from this alone, it may be seen that the traditional date for Christmas in the winter is unlikely to be right. In the winter is unlikely to be right, since the gospel says that the shepherds were in the fields. The New Catholic Encyclopedia says the date of Christ's birth is not known. But isn't December 25th in the Bible? What verse is that? Actually, December 25th is nowhere mentioned in the Bible. So why is December 25th the date that was chosen to celebrate Christ's Mass, Christmas? Why is that? Actually, December 25th was chosen because it's the dies Natalis Solis Invicti. It's Latin for the birth of the unconquered sun, and refers to a Roman festival celebrating the sun god Sol Invictus on December 25th. The holiday marked the winter solstice, symbolizing the rebirth of the sun and the victory of light over darkness as the days grew longer. This ancient festival is sometimes linked to the origins of the Christmas holiday, celebrated on December 25th. So rather than December 25th being in the Bible, it is merely a pagan Roman festival dedicated to pagan idols. So if Jesus' birthday is not mentioned in the Bible, and he wasn't born on December 25th, well, what about birthdays in general? Is it okay to celebrate one's birthday according to the Bible? Does the Bible say anything about birthdays? Yes, it does. Birthday celebrations are mentioned 3 times in the Bible, one in the Gospel of Matthew, the Gospel of Mark, and in Exodus. Notice the account in Matthew chapter 14, verses 6 through 10. And you remember how John the Baptist was beheaded and he was brought into Herod's palace? Let's read what happened. Verse 6. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased Herod, whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatever she would ask. And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, Give me here John the Baptist's head in a charger. And the king was sorry. Nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and them which sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given her. And he sent and beheaded John in the prison. So we note here that Herod, who was an Edomite, in verse 6, it was on Herod's birthday. That was when John the Baptist was beheaded at the bequest of Herod the Edomite. And the other place is mentioned not in Exodus, but in Genesis chapter 40, verse 20. And it came to pass the 3rd day, which was Pharaoh's birthday, that he made a feast unto all his servants, and he lifted up the head of the chief butler and of the chief baker among his servants. And he restored the chief butler unto his butlership again, and he gave the cup into Pharaoh's hand. But he hanged the chief baker, as Joseph had interpreted to them. Yet did not the chief butler remember Joseph, but forgot him. So we see that again, another beheading on her birthday, and this was the birthday celebration of Pharaoh. Actually, during the time of Jesus on earth and his disciples, who were Hebrews, and they became Christians known as the Way, the Hebrews looked on the celebration of birthdays as a part of idolatrous worship. Of all the holy people in the scriptures, no one is recorded to have kept a feast or held a great banquet on his birthday and celebrating it. It is only those in scripture who made celebrations on the day of their birth were those who were not believers in Yahuwah. So we can ask ourselves the question, would I want to participate in a celebration that is not in the Bible, but is connected to pagan rituals going back to ancient Babylon, such as birthdays and celebrating December 25th? Or would I want my worship to be clean before Yahuwah?